Attorney Martin Delgra is now online. Committee Secretary, if you'll administer the oath, please. Secretary, please.
Attorney Delga, kindly raise your right hand, please. Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth in the Senate investigation?
Yes, I do.
Thank you, sir. Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you very much, Attorney Delgra. You said you had some questions for Ambassador Lacanilao. Please proceed.
If I may, Madam Chair, just a very short opening statement, because I have been listening to the proceedings earlier, especially on what Ambassador Lacanilao said, as well as General Torres' statement made earlier. But before that, if I may make a very short opening statement, if I may be allowed.
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. I thank the Senate Committee for inviting me in today's hearing. At the outset, it is our humble submission that the Senate Committee and eventually Congress to craft meaningful legislation, among others, on making persons liable who bring, cause to bring, or forced to bring Filipinos out of the country without legal or proper travel documents. We understand that under current legislation, I may not be properly informed, but it is only the person who travel or attempt to travel illegally abroad who is personally liable. In the case of the former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, he has vehemently objected his transport to The Hague, the Netherlands. When General Torre and his PNP personnel were finally able to surround and secure the person of the former president eventually into the plane and to The Hague, he loudly objected, and I quote, "You have to kill me to bring me to The Hague." He said that at least twice. That said, the former president, he has consistently said that he will face any case that may be filed against him in the Philippines in relation to his administration campaign against illegal drugs. Another point that I would like to state here for the record for the Senate Committee to consider is to review the consistent government policy to assist any Filipino harassed, arrested, detained, or even convicted abroad for whatever cases filed against them, extending in any legal assistance, including the repatriation of its citizen to the Philippines. Very recently, three Filipinos were detained in China, but were assisted by the Philippine government through this administration. And I think 2 or 3 days ago, 15 Filipinos whose cases were dismissed in Qatar, crediting this administration's assistance to our kababayan. What is upsetting and mind-boggling to me is that we have an elderly Filipino citizen, an 80-year-old Filipino, who was arrested and detained in the Philippines, allegedly by virtue of a foreign, not a local warrant, and forcibly brought out of the country to be brought to trial in a foreign court. And that is my opening statement, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And
You
that's
had a
precisely
question?
why what the government, Ambassador Lacanilao is saying is utterly untrue, as well as what General Torre have said earlier about the doctor.
Ano po ang nangyari sa pakiwari ninyo? Kasi sinasabi ninyo hindi totoo yung sinabi ni Ambassador Lacanilao at ni General Torre. Ano ba talaga nangyari?
Just to give context, Madam Chair, in the same way that Senator Bongo was not allowed entry when we arrived at the NAIA 3 terminal and to talk to the former president, but he was eventually brought to Villamor, we were able to follow the former president to Villamor. Apparently, the guards at Villamor were not able to see who else were in the convoy, so we were able to get in. Unfortunately for Senator Bongo and the rest, including some lawyers, they were not able to get in, despite their request that they be able to see the president. That said, I was there all throughout the day until the time he left in the evening, and Ambassador Lacanilao was there as well inside the Villamor Air Base. So as to the question number 8 of that information on the surrender and transfer of the detained person, referring to the former president, hindi naman po masabi. Let's take away the certification mentioned by the DOJ, because he has personal knowledge of the fact that the former president was never transferred or brought to a national competent judicial authority in the Philippines. So he knows it for a fact. He does not have to wait for a DOJ certification to answer the question asked of him by an ICC representative.
Ama naman, Ambassador Lacanilao, gusto niyong sagutin? Kasi nandun ka mula pa sa aeroplano hanggang sa The Hague, 2 days after pa. Pwede niyong sagutin yung tinatanong ni Ambassador Delgra. Alam mo naman hindi naman kailangan ng certification, di ka naman kinakailangan mag-antay pa
Nung tinurn over ko po, yung certification, may communication na po kami. Yung certification, yun nga lang ho, nagkakaroon ho ng delay na ma-receive ko.
Certification ang pinag-uusapan mo,
Opo.
yung pinirmahan mo, Competent National Judicial Authority. Hindi nga dinala sa husgadong Pilipino Alam mo naman yun kasama ka all along oversee nga ang ginagawa mo, di alam mo lahat.
Madam Chair, may I follow up with that?
Senator Bato.
Follow up on that question. Ito, very clear yung sagot mo dito Do not know. Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala sa Judicial Authority.
Yun hong certification ho ng DOJ ang ano ho dyan.
Sige ka-insist nung certification ng DOJ. Ang tatanong dito, competent judicial authority. Korte. Korte ang ibig sabihin nito. So alam mo ba na dinala sa korte o hindi? RTC Pasay or RTC Paranaque?
Hindi ko po alam.
Hindi mo alam? Hindi mo alam?
Kasi yung
Magkasama
tinatanong...
kayo,
Hindi,
di ba?
nandun ka, di ba, sa
Tingnan
tingin ko
ng
nandun
korte.
ang ano ko nga po dyan yung certification niya. Ngayon yung
Wala naman ito
regarding-
kinalaman sa certification. Dinala ba sa husgado o hindi?
Hindi ko
Yes
po
or no?
alam.
Hindi mo alam? Kasama ka the whole time hanggang sa Hague.
Nandun ka sa...
Ay, magsabi ka ng
Opo,
totoo.
opo.
We're all under oath here.
Yes, madam.
So alam mo kung dinala
Alam
siya
mo,
o
hindi
hindi?
mo alam.
Hindi ko po alam. Kasi hindi
Paano
naman
hindi
ako...
mo alam? Binantayan mo mula nung dumating mula sa Hong Kong, sa airport, dinala sa Villamor, dinala sa The Hague. Kasama ka all throughout.
Opo, opo.
Pag sinabi mong hindi mo alam, you are lying. You are lying. And nandun ka all the time eh. Hindi mo alam na dinala siya sa korte? Hindi mo alam?
Hindi ko po alam, Mr. Senator.
May I clarify? This
I think we should ask Attorney Delgra. What do you think of the answer given that he was not aware of any information regarding the competent National Judicial Authority that he signed on to? Pwede bang mangyari yon, Attorney Delgra?
I join the observation of Senator Bato that the Ambassador Lacanelo is lying. Kasi all he needs to know is whether the former president was brought out of Villamor and brought to a local court. We don't have to skirt and hide behind a DOJ certification to attest to the fact as to whether he was brought to a local court or not. He was there all throughout as he has in fact admitted. So all he has to do is, hindi po inilabas yung former president to be brought to a local court. I think that would have been sufficient for him to say. But he keeps on saying that he does not know.
Kasi ang tamang sagot, no. Hindi po ba? Ang tamang sagot, no. At alam niyang no. Kailanman hindi dinala sa husgado. Tama po ba?
I agree with that, Madam Chair, that the proper answer to this question would have been no.
Thank you, Attorney Delgra. Ambassador Lacanilao?
Yes, ma'am. Still, ma'am, yung nasabi ko po...
We still didn't know in spite of overseeing the entire operation for both the Interpol and the entire government of the Philippine Republic. Tama?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Hindi mo pa rin alam.
Madam Chair, last chance mo, Ambassador Lacanelo. Giving you the chance to say the truth.
Opo, opo.
Hindi mo alam?
Ng totoo. Hindi po, opo.
Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala.
Opo, opo.
Ikaw
Nasaan ka
nagkagasi
sa
doon?
airport? Saan ka doon sa airport? Nandun ka sa picture?
Oh, dun ho sa tube.
Oh.
Tapos
So, sa tube ka pa?
Oh, sa tube.
Sumalubong ka doon sa aeroplano, sa tube. Hanggang dinala siya sa Billabor, kasama ka.
Sa 250?
Oh.
Sa 250, umalis ho ako eh.
Saan ka pumunta?
Dun ho sa likod kasi meron hong waiting area dun
Sa
sa
likod
likod.
lang.
Sa likod lang,
Pero
bro.
umalis.
So hindi na ho ako nag-intervene after nun eh.
Hindi mo alam na hindi siya dinala.
Hindi po, hindi po.
Madam Chair, I think this resource person is lying.
Yes, that seems clear. Secretary Remulla, you wanted to add to the false
Ma'am,
testimony.
again,
here.
the form that was made that he was made to answer is an extradition form. That's why the requirements that it's asking for are questions about extradition. But this is a surrender. It's a very
Yes.
different process that happened.
Yes, we've heard that argument before. Thank you, Secretary.
Aside from that form, kinonfirm na ilang beses siya sinasabi na hindi daw talaga niya alam na dinala sa korte o hindi.
And
Madam Chair.
I don't think they would have accepted him in the ICC if there was no certification from the DOJ at the time, because the certification was acceptable to the ICC because the DOJ is deemed a competent judicial authority by the ICC. We're not claiming to be.
Since
but
when
under
did the
system-
DOJ become a judicial
No, under the system of the ICC.
Justice Ascuna, I
As
think
Justice
I'll be
Ascuna
heard
said,
up here.
the
Namang
Solicitor General-
inaakuna ng executive ang judicial power. Baka malabo na to.
The prosecutor in the ICC setup is part of the court. And that's why they're considered competent judicial authority, if I can understand it.
Pero kung
properly.
maaalala
I think I can ask
natin,
Justice Ascuna.
ang saligang batas na sinumpaan natin, wala namang ganun.
Yes,
Ang
ma'am.
court, maliwanag yun.
It's the understanding of the ICC I'm explaining, ma'am.
Ay, nakakatuwa naman to. Saan tayo mauuwi ng ganito? Ngayon, ang DOJ na ang korte. Ganon.
No, ma'am, no. It's just the understanding of the ICC.
Please make up your mind. Sabi mo, you have judicial power.
No, we
And
don't have
you're the
judicial power.
competent national judicial
We don't
authority.
put words into action that were not really said. What we're saying is that
I
is the
think the same
understanding of the
statement
ICC.
was made by your ASEC or USEC Lavano.
Yes, that's the understanding that the ICC has of the function of a prosecutor, because under the system, a prosecutor is part of the court and thus competent judicial authority. That is the ICC's way.
And the same
of treating
prosecutor was in
a
fact
prosecutor.
Filipino?
Well,
Sabi
to their
national.
understanding, it's competent
Yung
judicial authority
ICC
under the ICC.
prosecutor na Pakistani English naging Pinoy? Sure
Well,
ka?
ma'am, they have a different way of looking at judicial authority in the ICC. That's why
Looking,
the
isang
form,
tingin lang makikita mo, hindi naman Pilipino yung prosecutor nila, pambira naman. Give up by falsehood upon falsehood. General Torre, when were you assigned as the head of the CIDG? Dahil naalala ko, inaresto po ninyo si Pastor Kibuloy, August 24, tapos na-promote kayo. Pero by the way, congratulations, na-promote pala kayo. Wala pang isang buwan, na-promote kayo ulit. At napunta kayo sa CIDG 2024, di po ba? Isang buwan after the Kibuloy arrest, tama po ba?
yes, ma'am.
And you were assigned to the CIDG specifically. What would you say are the main mandates of the CIDG? Anong mission nito?
We're the lead investigating unit of the PNP on matters delving on major crimes and those involving economic sabotage and other sensational cases that may be assigned by the Chief of the Philippine National Police.
So to reiterate, it's monitoring, investigation, and prosecution of all crimes related to economic sabotage and other crimes of such magnitude to the extent that they're commissioned by highly placed or professional criminal syndicates are involved. Tama po ba yun?
Yes,
That
ma'am.
is your mission.
That's the
Isa?
general mission, ma'am.
Yes. And part of the CID mission as well is to investigate major violations of the revised penal code, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the CIDG is largely the elite investigation arm of the PNP, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Criminal Investigation and Detection Group, tama?
Yes, ma'am.
Kung ganon, yung pag-aaresto ng high-profile persons katulad ni PRRD, kasama sa core function ninyo, investigasyon pa rin ba yun?
Implementation of warrants is part of the CIDG's mandate, ma'am.
Yes, but it's the after effect. It's not the core function. Bakit kayo naging lead? Kitang-kita naman, nung March 11, not only was the CIDG involved in the arrest, kayo pa rin yung lead sa operation.
Yes,
We can clearly see na kayo ang pinakamataas. You were the highest ranking member of the PNP in many of the videos.
I was directed by the Chief of the Philippine National Police, ma'am.
Yes, perhaps our Chief PNP can explain. Bakit yung CIDG ang naging lead? Samantalang investigasyon ang dapat mission nila.
Kung si General Torre ang pinapa-operate mo doon, ibig bang sabihin na lahat ng actions niya, lahat ng ginawa niya ay sanction mo?
Opo, it's under po ng Philippine National Police po yan.
So lahat ng ginawa niya, sagot mo?
Yes, sir. Opo.
Thank you. That's the Chief PNP that I would like to believe. Whatever your people does or fail to do, sagot mo. Diba?
Just want to clarify, no? Ang sinasabi po natin, all legal po. Ang sinasabi lang, we're just assisting po yung PCTC. That's reasonable po na ang request po is coming from
I'm not
PCTC.
referring to PCTC anymore. Yung sa kabuuan ng operation.
Dito po sa Philippine National Police, lahat po ng action ng Philippine National under po sa atin, it's all legal po. When it comes to illegal, meron naman po kami ginagawa po dyan.
Hindi ko na sinabi illegal. Akin lang, basta yung ginawa ng tao mo, sagot mo, dahil ikaw si PNP, di ba? Dapat ganun. Yan man talagang kuha natin, trabaho natin. Sagot ko kayo lahat dahil you are carrying out my orders.
Yes, sir. Tama po yan. Kasi ang mandate po ng CID is really to effect po yung mga warrants of arrest po.
Okay, yeah, just for the record. Just for the record, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Yes, maraming salamat. Paribasa inassign nga ni Chief PNP si General Torre bilang lead ng pag-aaresto kay former President. Masasabi ba natin na yung aresto ni PRRD ay CIDG operation?
It's a PCTC operation, ma'am, requested to the Philippine National Police.
Pero kayo ang lead. So ikaw ang masasabi natin. Kitang-kita naman doon sa video, kayo nagmamando, sangkatutak yung pulis, pero kayo yung pinakamataas ang rango. Pagkatapos, talagang CIDG operation ang labas. Tama ba yun?
Sa level, ma'am, ng implementation ng orders, pagbigay ng mission, that is led by me, supported by the other units of the Philippine National Police, as directed by the Chief of the Philippine National Police.
That's
ma'am.
right, but I did not see any other higher-ranking generals than you. You were the only one there. You were clearly the one leading the pack and determining what would happen next.
Baka hindi lang siguro, ma'am, na nakikita ang ibang high-ranking officers doon sapagkat kamix
Sinabi mo nga, Nick, na you said that, sir, ako ang pinakamataas dito.
Yes, sir.
I'm two-star, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so you stick to that.
Pero meron, sir, mga matataas na official
Oh,
doon, sir.
pero ikaw,
And together with me, ma'am, sir.
Sino-sino na mas mataas sa'yo at nagmamando? Wala naman kasi kaming narinig. Ikaw lang ang nandun. Wala namang masama kung ikaw ang inassign. Di syempre, gagampanan mo, di ba?
We are under the direction of the Chief PNP. He was there personally. Ang pag-implement lang, sir, ng actual arrest ay ang aking ginawa, and I operated under that direction to ensure the proper service of the warrant, the observation of the law, protection of the arrested person, and ensuring his safe delivery
Okay lang.
sa kung saan man siya pinapadala sa akin.
So
ma'am.
simple lang. Was it a CIDG operation? Yes or no lang po? Para
No,
maliwanag
ma'am. That's a PNP operation.
CIDG bahagi naman ng PNP, pero sa dinami-dami ng division, sa dinami-dami ng pangkat sa PNP, CIDG ang pinili ng Chief PNP na maglulunsad nito. Tama po ba?
That is an operation, composite operation. That is an operation headed by a composite team of the PNP, led by the director of the CIDG, ma'am.
So, who gave the orders to have President Duterte transported to The Hague? Sino nagbigay sa'yo ng order?
Sir, my order is to serve, the order that I received from the Chief of the Philippine National Police is to serve the warrant and ensure his delivery to the 250th wing, to the team that will deliver him to The Hague. On the nuances of the higher authorities, I may not be privy to that information.
Okay, hanggang doon lang sa 250. Sino nagpadala sa kanya sa aeroplano? Nagpasakay sa aeroplano?
The order from me, sir, is to deliver him to the team that will deliver him to The Hague. And
Sinong team na yun?
Na-establish naman natin, sir, that it is done by the Interpol.
Interpol. Sinong Interpol doon? Sinong Interpol doon?
Si Ambassador Lacanilaw?
Kanila o nag-order sa'yo? Na isa kayo sa aeroplano?
Sir, I think we have already established. Yung order ko is for me to deliver him to the 250th wing and deliver him to the team. at
Okay,
assist the
nandun na
team.
siya sa 250 wing. Ngayon, pinilit mo siyang ilabas. Nakita ko pa yung matanda, humawak sa lamisa. Ayaw siya magpadala sa'yo. Ayaw niya sumakay sa aeroplano. Sino nag-order sa'yo na isakay siya sa aeroplano? Sino nag-order sa'yo?
Can I defer the questions, sir? The answer to the questions to the SOJ, considering
No,
I have a
you have the one there. Wala si SOG doon. Ikaw ang nagkarga sa kanya sa aeroplano. Kaya tinatanong kita, who gave you the order?
Still, sir, I take my orders from the Chief of the Philippine National Police.
So, Chief PNP, you give the order to have former President Duterte board the plane?
Ma'am, I think that from the very beginning, the DOJ's advice was sought on every step of the way.
Yes, sir.
They gave the clearance to serve the warrant
Yes,
of
sir.
arrest.
I am asking them because they are on the ground. Sila ang nag-implement doon. Kaya, Chief PNP, you give the order to sa ADG?
The order of to the CID is really to assist the PCTC when it comes to arrest po.
So, sino nagbigay ng order kay General Torre na ipasakay sa aeroplano?
It's always the guidance that ang ano po namin is really to assist ang PCTC po.
Kaya nga, PCTC.
PCTC
Were you the
ka
one
lang.
who ordered the boarding of President Duterte sa aeroplano?
Yes, General Alcantara, please.
Mr. Senator, Madam Chair, I've said from time to time that my mandate is to coordinate our law enforcement agencies to comply with the requirement of the Interpol.
Correct. I believe you, sir. Coordination ka lang. May coordination ka lang. Pero sinabi ni General Marvel na ikaw na nag-order sa
That
kanya.
is the limit of my power.
Yeah,
That's the-
but according to General Marvel, ikaw na nag-order sa
And
kanila
that is-
na isakay sa aeroplano si
and that
Pangulong
is the
Duterte.
limit also of my authority. That's my mandate.
To
My
have him-
mandate is to coordinate,
Coordinate.
disseminate.
So, for the record, hindi ka nagbigay ng order kay General Marvel na isakay siya sa aeroplano? Hindi. For the record.
For the record, I am not the authority to order the arrest, to order the
So just-
boarding of the plane.
Categorically, did you or did you not give the order to General Marvel?
No.
No. So, General Marvel, are you lying?
So I'm not lying, but I just want to have the executive privilege po regarding this matter. This
Ay,
operation matter.
nandito na tayo eh. Executive privilege ka dyan.
Bakit naging executive privilege?
Kanina sinabi mo, PCTC ang nagbigay ng order. Ngayon, mag-executive privilege ka.
Sino-sino na tinuro mo?
That's why we didn't want to attend the last hearing because this is what we were expecting, ma'am. We didn't want to be bullied.
No, we're not bullying you, sir.
Nobody's
We're
bullying
not
I
bullying
think
you,
that
sir. We're not bullying you, sir.
you're trying to make people admit something that they will not admit.
Well,
And the
that's
second
how we're
privilege is a
trying to
valid
derive
excuse
information.
not to answer any question.
Secretary
President Duterte is already at the Hague.
Tapos na
We're
ang
asking
boxing.
kung sino nagpadala doon sa kanya.
Sino
Yun
na
ang tanong
we're
natin.
trying to understand every step of
As I
the
said
way.
earlier, everything was cleared with the DOJ.
We are not bullying you, sir. Ha? We want the truth.
That's why if we
So,
try
sir-
to make a person admit something that should not be admitted, it means that there is something more to it, which is clearance given by the DOJ was probably the most important part of it, to serve the warrant of arrest and to surrender the person under the law.
I'm sorry, Secretary Remulla. I recall that General Torre, nagbigay siya ng interview na sinabi niya, bigyan lang ako ng eroplano. Ako nang bahala dyan. Tama po ba? Yung nabasa ko, na sinabi niyo, ako nang bahala, basta bigyan ako ng eroplano. Nabasa po namin sa media. Fake news po ba yun o hindi?
Kasi kailangan niyo po talaga siyang ilipad sa dahig.
General Torre,
Please panoorin ninyo, nandyan. Arrest him, bring him to the Hague, yun lang. Pakita lang.
So paano
General
po sa
Torre.
inyo ni PNP Chief Marbil na how did he say that to you? Na no matter what, we need to fly the former president to the Hague and we need to implement the ICC arrest warrant.
Arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Yun na. Simple as arrest him and bring him to the Hague. Sagot ko lang, bigyan mo aeroplano. O di ayos.
And then the rest, you planned everything.
Matagal na yan eh. Ang plano na yan, matagal na yan. Hindi yan spur of the moment eh. Matagal na yan. And nagkataon lang na talagang yun, the opportunity arose.
So Secretary Remulla, nagpa-interview na si General Torre. We're not bullying him. He voluntarily gave this interview. And like many of our countrymen, napanood namin. Sinabi niya na siya talaga. Paano ba yun? Sino nag-utos sa kanya?
Ano nga yan, mama? Sabi ko nga, clear namin lahat yan. Kasi they were asking me the
Hindi na po
legalities.
ninyo
Even if I was abroad, my advice was being sought. And I gave them the advice.
So kayo
number
ang
one,
nag-utos?
serve the warrant of arrest. And number two, surrender him to the Hague. That's what the law provides.
so sir, you're the one giving the orders.
Well, in some ways, because I gave them the legal basis for all the actions that happened.
So you're the one giving the orders.
If I have to be the one, then if I am the one
No, sir.
that is referred to, I will admit it.
Kasi-
That I gave the clearances to number one, serve the warrant of arrest as I saw it, as I deemed fit, and number two, to fly him to the Hague to be surrendered under Section 17 of Republic Act 9851. And that is, I caused this through my brother.
Yes,
Yes, the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government.
Sir, giving orders is different from giving clearance. Laruin natin ito. Well, ang tatanong ko is, sinong nag-utos? Because PNP is a uniform organization. Hindi yan gagalaw kung wala mag-uutos. Ang tatanong namin ng komite, sino nag-uutos? Ikaw sabi mo, you're the one giving the clearance. Ngayon, ina-admit mo na, parang sinasabi mo na kung gano'n na lang, di, ako na nagbibigay ng orders. So, nalalabuhan ako doon. Kasi sabi mo, nag-clearance, nagbibigay ka ng clearance sa kanila. Sa
Sir,
kanila,
kasi it's a crisis management time eh. Kailangan maklear lahat. Dapat malinaw mag-isip yung mga taong kasama sa
Nasabihan
usapan.
mo na ahead of time. Nakita na lahat yan.
Tinatanong nila sa akin kung ano nga. Ang sinabi ko talaga dyan, number 1, you can serve the warrant. And number 2, Hague. Surrender him to the Hague, under the law.
So-
That is what the law provides.
So ang ibig sabihin, nalaman na ninyo na may warrant bago pa umabot yung March 11, 3 a.m. na sinasabi.
Hindi po. Nalaman
may clearance
ko,
na before
ang
March
sasabihin ko sa inyo,
11.
nalaman ko po na mayroong problema nung March 9, ako po yung nasa airport at sinasabi sa akin, mukhang may mga chismis na mayroong warrant.
So balik tayo sa
Pero
chismis.
chismis po yun. Kung alam ko kung totoo yun, hindi na po ako lumipad. I would have stayed here. Pero I had to fly because I had a commitment
So nautusan ninyo
with
ng March
with the
9.
UNODC.
So nautusan ninyo ng March 9 si PNP Chief
Hindi po,
Marbil?
nung dumating po yung warrant, yung diffusion order, pinadala po sa akin yan. Siyempre, ang technology naman, nasa Vienna po ako, kahit iba yung oras. Nung nakita ko po yung diffusion order, sabi ko, that's valid. You can serve it. Tsaka may warrant na kasama kasi yun eh. May warrant po kasama na pinadala sa akin eh. Sabi ko, it's a valid warrant.
Akala ko yung diffusion hindi warrant. Bakit
Hindi ba, may
pinadala
kasama ko
sa
warrant yun.
usapin?
It had an accompanying warrant which was given to me. And that warrant was the one that was served to the former president.
Balikan muna natin ang CIDG. Kasi sinabi nga dito sa interview na pinanood natin na alam na ninyo na meron kayong papel sa pag-aaresto. Masasabi ba ninyo na well-planned itong arrest? Kasi it was planned weeks in advance. May nakita tayo dito na naabutan na ninyo, matagal ng plano yan. Pwede ba nating paliwanag itong statement po ninyo, anticipation? Kasi yan ang, actually pagdating ko, may plano na. Anticipation ng warrant. Sabi ninyo pagdating nyo. So dumating kayo mga bandang September, meron na yan.
Ma'am, maraming salamat talaga sa tanong na yan. For me to clarify that statement na natitwist na sa social media. That interview is made from the context of the chief of the CIDG. Isang part lamang ng PNP, maliit lang akong parte ng PNP, na may sariling mandato. Kaya tumatakbo sa akin, ma'am, yung crisis, palaging tumatakbo dyan, bilang operations officer, bilang commander, yung 4 P's of contingency planning. Predict, prevent, prepare, perform. Palaging may plano. Dahil nagbabasa ako ng dyaryo, ito may possibility na lalabas ang mga to. So, naghahanda ako na pag inutusan ako ng Chief PNP, hindi ako magsimula sa zero. So, it's not about anything, about sinister or anything, but it's just part of my job to plan for it. So, ano ang mga dapat pag may lumabas may mga wanted person, i-anticipate natin lalabas ang
So
warrant.
hindi pa dumarating yung diffusion notice no March 11, may plano ka na?
Hindi ko po dinidinayan, ma'am. Part ng aking trabaho ang mag-prepare ng contingencies.
Tama,
Para
hindi naman
pag-utusan
kita
ako, nakaredy
pinipintang.
po yan, ma'am.
Meron kang interview, sinabi nga na January 2025, nagkumpuni ka na ng secret 80-page plan na ang tawag Operation Pursuit ng New York Times. Ang pagkaintindi natin, O-Plan 2GIS. Tama ba yun?
Wala po akong sinabing ganyan, ma'am. Kung sino man ang source niyan, I'm not very sure about it.
Lumabas sa lahat ng media, sa GMA, pati New York Times sinabi.
Pwede po natin makita, ma'am, kung
Hindi ko
possible.
alam. Yan lang ang nabasa ko, katulad ng marami. Operation Pursuit, tapos translate O-Plan 2GIS.
Okay, may pangalan ba ako na naging source, ma'am, kung pwede ko makita? Kasi until this point, gusto ko rin po, ma'am, maraming salamat sa pag-clarify nito. Gusto ko sana makita, ma'am, yung
Ang
pangalan ko
sinabi,
talaga.
ang PNP, ang nagplano na ng isang O-Plan 2GIS.
I'm just one of the...
Napakahaba ng...
Yun lang, ma'am. I'm just one of the 220... Unfortunately, I'm just one of the 220,000 policemen of the PNP right now. Kung sino source nila, gusto ko sana nga makita, ma'am, na ang pangalan ko talaga is nandyan, na sinabi ko yan. Kasi na-attribute sa akin yan, ma'am, eh. Kaya I'm really thankful
Yeah,
at this opportunity to clear that...
Yes, Senator
that
Bato.
news.
Andyan,
How about that PNP? Hindi kayo source yan?
Yeah, sabi kasi si PNP Chief Marbil, inutusan si General Torre na ilalagay si Presidente Duterte under police custody as soon as the ICC issues the arrest warrant.
Wala po kaming ganyan at hindi ko po nakita yung O-Plan 2GIS na sinasabi niyo ngayon.
So ibig sabihin yung New York Times, lahat ng local media, sinungaling. Okay lang, I mean sabihin lang natin alin yung totoo, alin hindi, para maliwanagan kami.
Madam Chair, mas naniniwala ako sa kanila pag sinabi nila yan kaysa dyan sa mga lumalabas na balita. Kapag sinabi nila na hindi sila ang source, naniniwala ako.
Okay, paniwalaan natin. Tama naman, dapat paniwalaan ng kapulisan. Meron ba kayong memorandum, document, outline tungkol dito sa aresto ng March 10 or March 11 bago pa dumating yung warrant? Meron na ba kayong plano? Kasi sabi nga ninyo, General Torre, lagi kayo naghahanda for any eventuality. Crisis management nga naman.
For the specific, yung March 11, ma'am, wala talagang pre-planned na sinasabing itong specific. Kaya on the fly ngayon, ma'am, na ginawa, ma'am. So everything that was done there, based on the contingencies, meron tayong mga, may situation analysis, may...
Pero sinabi rin ninyo, matagal ng plano yan.
Yes, ma'am.
Naabutan ko na yan. Pagdating ko, meron na yan. Anticipation na kami.
Actually, ma'am, yung pinaka-mother of plan yan, ma'am, baka kasi yung pursuit na yan, hindi tugi sa pinagsimulan, baka manhunt. Kaya pursuit, baka manhunt yung manhunt Charlie natin, na mayroong ganyan ang PNP.
Hindi
The
eh.
counting of wanted persons.
Hindi po General Torre, kasi may PNP memos for deployment. Pinirmahan ni Chief PNP Marbil, March 10 pa lang. Wala pang arrest warrant, magde-deploy na tayo ng kapulisan sa NCR at pati na rin sa Davao. Di ba? May memo tayo, pinakita natin nung first hearing. Yes, Chief Marbil, please.
Ma'am, that's a regular deployment po yung pinapadala po natin. Yun po yung ano natin.
Bakit kayo nagde-deploy? Wala pang warrant?
Ma'am, that's already part of the contingencies. Kasi hindi naman natin madi-deny na napaka-high profile ni PRRD. Ito na nga, may preparation na may probability na lalabas itong order na to. On my part, lalabas ang
Pero
order na to.
sabi, nung unang hearing ni Secretary John Vic, na chismis lang naman, magde-deploy ka sa chismis lamang?
There's really no harm in erring on the side of caution, ma'am. Palaging ganyan. Prevent after the prediction. We prevent whatever. Kaya palaging predict yan ang scanning the operational environment, threat assessments,
So wala
preparation,
talagang
IPD.
plano. Pero sinabi mo, matagal ng plano yan. Alin ba talaga?
The contingencies are there, ma'am. Hindi na sinasabing wala talaga kaming alam at wala kaming pinaghahandaan. May contingencies tayo, ma'am. So it's always there.
So you're
part of the
saying that
PNP.
it was just general contingency planning,
Yes, ma'am.
no specific incident was anticipated? Although, sinabi rin ninyo, anticipation ko na yan.
Pagdating ng mga...
Anticipation ng warrant ng ICC. That's very specific po.
Ma'am.
Hindi siya generic contingency
Opo.
planning.
Part na ho ng aking trabaho na, ma'am, yan, nakita ko na, sabi ko, naku, paano pag nautusan ako bigla, lumabas ang warrant at i-implement ito. Nasa Hong Kong ang ating subject. So, that's all part of the anticipation already. And the
So in
contingency
fact, there was a
planning.
plan.
Ma'am?
So in fact, there was a plan.
There was a-
Kasi nag-anticipate na kayo na
Ina-adjust
magkakaroon ng warrant.
Ina-adjust natin ang contingencies, ma'am. Ina-adjust ko ang contingencies so that pagdating ng specific na order
Kayo
sa
lang ang
akin,
nagplano mag-isa sa buong PNP?
I'm the head of the CIDG, ma'am.
Pero kayo lang ang nagplano
I have
ng
2,000
operation.
people. I have 2,000 people under me.
Sir. I understand, General. And we respect the CIDG for its outstanding track record. Kaya lang, tinatanong ko lang, kasi sinabi ninyo na iba-ibang grupo ang nagkumpune ng task force o kung ano man ang tawag doon, na iba-ibang bahagi ng PNP, hindi lang naman CIDG kasi ayaw ninyong tawagin ng CIDG operation. Sino-sino pa ang kasama sa planning dito sa anticipation ng ICC warrant?
Thank you very much for the praises to the CIDG, ma'am, first and foremost. Ako rin, ma'am, ang naglabas ng mga request na ito po ang mga components na kailangan, ang mga makakailangan ko
Sino-sino
na-engage
po?
just in case na ito ay it will come down. So if you have seen, meron doon mga Special Action Force. Kasi nga, ni-request ko ang mga yon. I requested them through the Chief PNP. Sir, I need the Special Action Force. I also need the NCRPO to stand by on alert na ang kanilang mga civil disturbance management ay mag-ready rin just in case na magkaroon ng mga rally, magkaroon ng mga mass movements. Ready rin kami
So kahit pa paano, hindi totoo na walang plano kasi may anticipation ka na eh. At
Definitely,
saka
ma'am.
nananawagan ka sa iba't
Definitely.
ibang tropa.
Definitely, we are denying that plan from the context of being sinister and really plotting against the former president. It's not like that. We are just making sure that the PNP will be up to its mandate of protecting the peace and order and the well-being of the citizens, even though this an event as controversial as this goes down.
So Chief Marbil, tama ba inauthorize ninyo na tawagan yung iba't ibang pangkat ng PNP si General Torre? Siya nang namahala ng lahat.
Ma'am, ako po ang in charge po ng Philippine National Police. I just ordered General Torre to prepare yung po yung contingency natin kasi we heard from the news coming from the former president that there will be an ICC.
Pero iba-iba na yung mga grupo na tinatawagan niya, hindi na si IGG lang.
That's ma'am, dun sa atin sa ano natin, meron po yung power ng CIDG that's really to help from other units po. Okay naman po sa Philippine National Police po yan.
Okay, eto naman tayo sa mga nangyari doon sa Villamor na, no, sa 250th. Ano na ang nangyari doon? Gusto lang natin malaman at itatanong kung ano nangyari dahil nandito na tayo, no? Umabot na tayo sa Villamor. Was there a time na may binantaan ka o tinakot o pinagsabihan kung sino man doon?
At the end of the day, ma'am, everything that happened in the 250th wing is for the purpose of bringing the former president to the plane peacefully. So, nandun yung continuum on the application of forces. So, nandun yung pakiusap muna na ginawa namin simula pa nang siya ay ma-take into custody up to nang isasakay na siya. So, continuum of forces. makiusap and everything. And kailangan there's always a time to tell them that
parang hindi na pakiusap ang nangyari.
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi inaresto na ninyo si Attorney Medialdeo, sabi ninyo, obstruction of justice, tama?
first continuum, ma'am.
At
Na hindi
sinabi
na nila sa
ninyo doon
pakiusap.
sa last hearing natin, under oath, sinabi naman ninyo na talagang hinandcuff ninyo at binasahan na ninyo ng Miranda,
Because
tama?
on the force continuum, ma'am, pataas ang application of force. Pinakiusap ko, 10 oras na nakikiusap, hindi masunod, and alas 12 na, mag-alas 10 na, lilipad ng aeroplano,
Pero teka,
inelevate ko ng konti. So I became
nandidiin ka
forceful
na.
at that time.
Okay, pero ang tanong, bakit inaresto? May paghadlang ba sa proseso ng batas? May tunay ba na obstruction of justice? May panahon ba na pinigilan ni E.S. Medialdea kung sino man testigo na magsalita? Binago ba niya? Sinira ba niya yung mga dokumento? Tinago ba niya ang makakatakas na suspect? Lahat ng obstruction of justice, may pekeng pangalan ba na binigay? Pinagtatanggal niya na paglitis ng isang krimen? Lahat ba yun? Talagang obstruction of justice. Alin bahagi dyan ng obstruction?
Ang specific po nung ginawa ni E.S. Medialdea para siya ay aking arestuhin sa obstruction of justice, he prevented me from taking physical custody of President Duterte so that he can be boarded on the bus that will bring him on the plane. Yun, ma'am. Kaya part yun, I read him his right. Kaya pataas na pataas, ma'am, ang level ng...
So talaga Nick,
How did he prevent you? Kasi ang nakita ko naman, naglagay lang naman siya ng upuan doon para upuan ng dating Pangulo.
He's placing himself between me and the former president, ma'am.
Umarang siya. Kaya ba niyang harangan yon? Daan-daan pulis ang kasama mo?
Ako mga personal na hinarang niya, which is kailangan ko siyang alisin so that I can actually order my men to take custody of the former president and bring him to The Hague.
Ang dami-dami po ninyo, may kakayahan ba o kapangyarihan si E.S. Medialdea na hadlangan ka at yung libo-libong kapulisan na dalhin si PRRD sa Hague?
Yes, ma'am. Kasi nung nandun siya, hindi namin nagawa. Pero inaresto ko siya, nagawa namin, ma'am.
Tama ba yon? Klaro ba kayo? Na ang ginawa lang, ang sinabi nyo sa last hearing, ang sabi ninyo, he was blocking my way, preventing us. He placed another chair at the side of the president for the former president to sit. Yun lang, naglagay lang ng upuan. Obstruction of justice na ba yan?
Opo, ma'am. Kasi, ma'am, kung hindi siya umalis doon, hindi namin talaga maisakay sa bus si former president. Kaya nga,
Kaya lang sa isang upuan?
no, ma'am. Pag umupo siya uli, problema na uli yun, ma'am. Paano namin siya mapalakad? Di, bubuhatin namin siya.
Libo-libo
Which is, I
naman
really don't
kayo.
want to do. Yes, ma'am.
Apakaklaro naman sa PD 1829. Yung obstruction of justice, ilan lang naman ang patakaran, ilan lang yung pamamagitan para obstruction. Wala namang sinasaad doon na, lalagyan mo ng upuan para maupo yung matanda. Meron bang ganun?
Ma'am, basta ang bottom line lang po dito, ma'am. After he was removed from the area, wala pang 5 minutes, ma'am, the former president said, let's go. Kaya siya ay
So,
sumakay ng
what
bus.
particular mode?
Wag mong gawing justification yan na General Torre na porque nahankap mo na si A.S. Medialdea, 5 minutes, nadala mo na kaagad si Pangulong Duterte sa aeroplano. Ang tanong dito ngayon, yung paghankap mo ba, anong justification mo? Yun lang naman, bakit?
I stand by it, sir. I read him his rights and tell him what law he's violated, and I arrested him and told him exactly what is the basis of my arrest for him. And lawyer siya, sumama naman sa akin, sir, ng maayos, si E.S. Medialdea. Actually, hindi ko na
Sino hindi sasama doon? Kadami ninyo doon?
Kaya nga, sir.
Kapwa ninyo?
Ganun lang talaga, sir, siguro. Dahil there's really a need to put an end on everything at that night na
So,
kailangan matapos na yung situation.
Balik tayo. Ilang beses mo na inulit-ulit. Hulihin si President Duterte at dalhin sa daig. Yun talaga mission mo.
Yes, sir.
Sino nag-order sa'yo?
The Chief of the Philippine National Police, sir.